friends, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is going to be looking into what it is that they discuss about with your friends in terms of you and your connection. What are they saying? And I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy as well as with your person's, and I will see you in a minute. Hi pile 1. So today's pick a card reading is looking into what it is that your person says about you to other people. And I already have oracle cards here pulled for this question, but we're also going to go ahead and shuffle tarot and see what, oh my gosh, that was a horrible shuffle. What else comes through? What is it that pile 1's person says about pile 1 to their friends? What do they tell their friends about pile 1? Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Empress. Okay, the 2 of Pentacles, the Empress, the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, why is the 2, oh, and we have one more. And the Chariot. Okay. Okay, why is the 2 of Pentacles here? We have the 6 of Wands. Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? We have the 6 of Pentacles. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? We have Judgment. Okay, why is the Ace of Wands here? Okay, we have the 8 of Swords, and then the 6 of Swords came out as well. Why is the Ace of Swords here? We have the 10 of Pentacles, and then why is the Chariot here? We have the Hanged Man. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, lots of aces. We have 3 aces here. We also have the Elephant. Number 38, Diverging Interests. Snake. Water Chevrotain, and the keyword is anomaly. The Pilgrim, and the Poet. And the light attribute is expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And the shadow attribute is turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Okay, so the first thing that I would say when it comes to what this person is discussing with their friends about you, or how they're kind of approaching talking about you, it seems like this connection might be in some sort of estrangement currently. With diverging interest here, this definitely indicates a level of estrangement, and especially because we have all of these aces as well, that kind of indicates that to me as well, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But with this diverging interests card here, I get the feeling that your person has either told people that this is something that's kind of happening, this level of estrangement. It's definitely something that they discuss a lot with the Pilgrim here. It's something that's being brought up often, or it's the thing that they've discussed most commonly with their friends or with their family, with their loved ones, is this feeling of being stuck in this, I would say, either limbo or in this period of estrangement. There's a desire here within this person to kind of get out of feeling stuck. And I don't necessarily know with diverging interests here about whether or not this person really talks about you often with their friends or with their family, with the people that they're close with. It seems as though they're kind of trying to divert their energy from kind of focusing on this connection with others right now. It seems like they might be avoiding having conversations simply because this connection doesn't necessarily seem to be in union. But from everything that I'm seeing with the elephant and the snake and the water chevrotain and the poet, what this is telling me is that one of the biggest things that your person is sharing or has shared in the past with those around them is that you have been, or you were in the past, or you still are, a huge source of inspiration for this person. I would say there's an element of like perhaps you even being their muse if they're in some sort of creative field of some kind. They definitely see you as somebody who helped them think outside of the box or helps them think outside of the box. Definitely somebody who has shown them certain aspects of themselves, the potential that they have, the power within them that perhaps they hadn't necessarily noticed within themselves in the past. They have felt a great deal of inspiration. And regardless of whether or not they've directly said this to their friends and family, it seems as though their friends are pretty aware of the effect that you have had on them when it comes to either their sense of self-worth, or the way in which they approach the world now is different, or there's more creative energy coming from this person from within that perhaps had really been untapped for quite some time prior to having met you. But it seems like this person has let their friends or others know that you have held a very important part in this chapter in this person's life when it comes to understanding who they are and finding their sense of self-worth and perhaps even their passion. And with the Pilgrim here, I get the feeling that this person feels stuck. They feel unsure of how to move this connection along. And so when they do talk with you or talk about you to their friends or to the people that they're closest with, the energy that's coming through the strongest is that they are concerned about how to get themselves out of the rut that they're currently in with you. They're searching for an answer. And I get the feeling that they're using their friends as a way in which to try to find the right way in which to go about things. They're looking for answers with their friends currently on how to approach this connection. We have 3 aces here. We have the Ace of Pentacles as the bottom of the deck energy. We also have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is telling me that this person really desires a fresh start with you, really sees things from a different perspective than perhaps they had in the past. And this is something that they're discussing with their friends. They're trying to come up with a way to get out of this stagnant energy. I see it with the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords again, this feeling of being stuck, of recognizing what it is that you want, of feeling inspired, but not feeling as though they're capable of going after it. And I would say that there's definitely a feeling of like them recognizing that something needs to change. Like with this 7 of Pentacles here and Judgment, this is more stagnant energy to me. This is very rigid type of energy that's very slow moving to come to some sort of amends. Like if there's been a fallout of some kind, which is really coming through strongly here, it seems as though this person is really has mentioned to their friends the fact that like they recognize that they have a right, they have a wrong that they need to right. I would say that they're recognizing there's an element here of them having recognized that perhaps you gave more to them than they did to you, with the Empress and the 6 of Pentacles here, as well as with all of these cards up here indicating such an inspirational type of gift that you gave this person. There was definitely spiritual lessons that this person gained from having met you. And they don't necessarily feel as though they gave you the same sort of gift or the same sort of love and energy and gentleness and warmth that you had given to them. And they're acknowledging this to their friends. They're acknowledging that perhaps them coming back around would not actually do anything that would be of benefit to you. But there's an element of clarity here. Like, I kind of get the feeling that perhaps in the past this person didn't necessarily know what it was that they had, know the blessings that they had with you, or understand how deeply they felt, or just how special you truly were to them. And there's definitely been a period of clarity for them. And also I think that this person genuinely is seeking out friends and socializing right now to try to get themselves back into balance, to try to help ping ideas off of those that they love and that they trust, in order to try to figure out what the right thing to do is, in order to make the right choice. I think that perhaps in the past, this person's ego has really been clouding their sense of judgment. And so when they do discuss you with others, a lot of it has to do with them wanting to gain insight outside of themselves in order to figure out a way in which to become a better person. This is what, that's what I'm seeing. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. What does pile 1's person say about pile 1 to their friends? Okay. Yep, we have mystery. What did they say? Oh, and yep. Okay, so we have mystery, frustration, pain, and one more piece. Oh, okay. And then we have movement and cleanse. And on the back of the deck, we have comfort. Yeah, I think that this person is right now using their friendships, and when they do talk about you, which I think is not as often as perhaps maybe it was in the past, or perhaps you would like it to be. But when they do talk about you, I think with this comfort card being the bottom of the deck energy, this is telling me that when they do speak with their friends, they're really seeking guidance and comfort from them over something that's really bothering them in this connection. They don't necessarily know where this connection is headed currently. With movement here and then Chariot, there's like a really, really, really strong desire within this person to come forward, to make things right, to clear the air. But at the same time, I get the feeling that they're very clouded still by their own pain and their own frustration when it comes to what has transpired in the past between the two of you, which I think a lot has to do with how they behaved or how they showed up in this connection in the past. And because of this, they're kind of, I think there's an element of admitting their own wrongdoings in this connection to others. And they're really hoping that, things get a little bit clearer for them and they don't feel as confused about where this connection is headed or what decisions they ought to be making. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. This person is definitely talking about you to their friends, but I think that there's like an element of like nonchalantness about this. And they're hoping that their friends can offer some insight, some advice, and some comfort on how to move past the pain and move this connection forward. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice before we finish this reading. What advice is there? Okay, so we have failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. What advice is there for pile 1? We have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Bottom of the deck energy is happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. All right, pile 1. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. Thank you so much for giving me this chance to read for you, and I hope that I will have the opportunity to read for you in another video soon. Bye! Hello, pile 2. So today's pick a card reading is looking into what it is that they tell their friends about you. And I already have your oracle cards here. We're also going to go ahead and pull tarot, and we'll see what comes through. Okay, what does pile 2's person say about pile 2 to their friends? Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, we have the King of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the Devil. Okay, why is the King of Pentacles here? We have the Hanged Man. Why is the 10 of Wands here? We have the 7 of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? We have the Tower reversed. Why is the 4 of Cups here? We have Death, and why is the Devil here? We have the 8 of Wands, and then on the back of the deck we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Then for your oracles, we have number 40. We have number 44, Liaison. We also have Judge. The light attributes are balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. And the shadow attributes are offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. We have the Spider, the Gem, and Meerkat. And the keyword for Meerkat is encourage. Okay, so what does this person say about you to their friends? So the first thing I would say is that when it comes to talking about you with their friends, this person definitely talks about you a lot. They seek out opportunities to discuss this connection, to discuss you. They really are talking about you with their friends often. And I get the feeling that it's because this person feels somewhat as though their efforts in this connection have kind of gone either unnoticed or dismissed. It seems as though the two of you may not necessarily be on the same page. I get the feeling that this person with the Gem here, the main thing that this person talks about with their friends, with other people, is the fact that they feel as though this connection and that you are somebody very, very special, somebody very different than who they've given their energy and their time to, and who they've connected with in the past. You seem to be somebody very different, and somebody who they really think, or they really thought would hold a much more important place in their life than perhaps you are holding currently. It seems like they're seeing themselves, or they're talking with their friends currently about the fact that they really want to be there for you. They really want to be this King of Pentacles They really want to support you in some sort of way, help you find stability in some sort of way. And yet at the same time, it feels as though you don't necessarily want this. With the Four of Cups and Death here, it seems as though they feel rejected. It seems as though they're talking with their friends about the fact that this rejection has happened. I also get the feeling that they're, with the King of Cups here and then the Tower reversed, there's an element here of denial within your person that they're currently working through with their friends. They're currently discussing the feelings that they have, the desires that they have that perhaps were unrequited. And I see it with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups as well. It seems as though this person feels pretty confused about where this connection is headed. There's an element here of them recognizing that this connection might be over for some of you with the Ten of Wands here, especially with the Judge and Spider and the Meerkat here. It seems like they're seeing you and they're discussing with their friends about you, about the fact that you have other areas of your life that need tending to currently. You have other hopes and dreams, and you've made a decision with the Judge here. For a lot of you, you've made some sort of decision to focus on that rather than focus on just accepting help from this person. You want to do things on your own is kind of what it seems like. And with the Tower here, I get the feeling that there's an element of denial within this person that they're currently working through with their friends. And with the Seven of Cups here, they feel confused. They feel confused about whether or not this is actually coming to a close, whether or not this connection has the possibility of ending, or whether or not it already has ended. They have a really strong desire here to work things out with you. And I also think with the Devil and the Eight of Wands that there's an element within them, or there's an aspect of conversation that goes on with this person and their friends that has to do with perhaps them having moved this connection too quickly, or them perhaps wanting to communicate. There's definitely an element of fast moving energy here. But with the Devil, this is all about attachment, and at times it can be very low vibrational. And I think that this person is feeling somewhat confused, and it's not necessarily feeling confused about who you are as a person, or feeling confused about whether or not you're a good person. They seem to, when they talk about you, talk very highly of you. But when it comes to what they're discussing with their friends about you, it seems more so like it has to do with their own either shortcomings or with their own shadowy aspects of themselves that perhaps they're needing to work through. It seems like this person is searching out their friends right now, seeking out their friends in order to help soothe them, in order to help them kind of understand and accept certain aspects of this connection that perhaps in the past they didn't want to accept. And it could very well be that perhaps in the past this person didn't treat you very well, and now you're moving on and they are kind of having a difficult time with that. It seems like another thing that's coming through is perhaps there's not even an offer that you're rejecting, but more so they themselves are rejecting the ending of this connection. And what they would like to do, I think one thing that's coming through with this Three of Pentacles is they're talking with their friends about ways in which they can try to get this connection to start going in the direction in which they want it to go. And I see that here with the Eight of Wands and the Devil as well. Like there's communication happening about how to transform this connection into the direction they would like it to go, because there is such a strong attachment here. Yeah, very, very specific. This may not be your pile, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and get some more oracles, see if there's anything else that I missed. What does this person what does this person say about you to their friends? Okay, we have strength. What have I missed? We have trust. What have I missed? Happiness. Isolation and peace. And on the back of the deck, we have anger. Okay. So I think there's a lot of reminiscing that's going on here. There's more of this, like, I feel like this is energy of somebody who might be clinging on to the past, or might be reliving certain parts of this connection that were really good with their friends. I think they really are searching for clarity on this situation with their friends. They're searching for comfort, because right now with anger here, I think that there's frustration for things not having gone the way in which that they had hoped that they would. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice before I close this reading out. What advice is there for pile 2 when it comes to this connection? Okay, I'm just going to take this one. We have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. We also have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And on the back of the deck, we have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. All right, pile 2. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you guys today. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to read for you, and I hope that I will have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. So today's pick a card reading is looking into what it is that they say about you to their friends. And we already have oracles here. Let's go ahead and shuffle the tarot and see what comes through. Okay, what does pile 3's person say about pile 3? Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. We have Justice reversed and the 6 of Swords reversed. What does pile 3's person say about pile 3? We have the 7 of Swords. Okay. Why is the 8 of Cups here? We have the 4 of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? We have the Moon. Why is Justice reversed? Why is Justice reversed? We have the Ace of Cups. Why is the 6 of Swords reversed? We have the 8 of Swords, and why is the 7 of Swords here? We have the 2 of Wands, and then on the back of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. We also have Pangolin, and the keyword is protect. Swan, and the keyword is prejudice. Number 37, extended family. Lion, Mother. The light attributes are nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. And the shadow attributes are smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. And we have the Castle. Okay, so this is a very strong message that's coming through. And the first thing that I will say when it comes to the way in which they are communicating with extended family here, I would say that this is somebody who is talking about you with their actual family, for one, or people who are close enough with them for them to consider them family. And I sense that this card is coming through because there is a level of honesty and intimacy that this person is kind of participating in when it comes to the people that they're talking to you about, or talking about you to. And that's the first thing that I'm seeing. So this to me seems like a connection that feels very important to this person. And all the cards that are coming through, it seems as though this person is pretty concerned about either the well-being of this connection or about where this connection is headed, about how you're feeling about this connection. They feel very concerned. I see a lot of cards here indicating that this person feels shut out by you. This person feels as though you are very protective, very self-protective is what I would say, to a point in which they cannot come in at all. They feel as though there are a lot of walls up, and this is something that they're discussing pretty intimately with other people currently. I also get the feeling with the mother here that there's almost a level of like them feeling abandoned. And I think that would be for more long-term or more serious types of relationships where this energy is coming through. So that might not necessarily resonate for all of you, but it feels as though this person is feeling like they are kind of on the outside looking in, or like you are kind of turning your back to them, or that they have never really had the opportunity to get to know you in the way in which they would like. It feels as though there's a lack of emotional intimacy here. And it could very well be their own fault that this is the case. The Seven of Swords could be indicating that they are recognizing that perhaps they've betrayed you in the past. And with the Two of Wands coming out underneath it, it could be that they're recognizing that they definitely need to come up with a way in which to rebuild your trust to fix this. And I see it again with Justice being reversed, as well as with the Ace of Cups. They feel like no matter what they do, they can't get it right. And it could be because they've done something wrong, but the Seven of Swords could also be indicating trust issues just within yourself that are kind of coming through and spilling on into this connection pretty heavily right now. I get the feeling that if that's the case, this person feels like no matter what they do, it doesn't necessarily matter, because things from your past are kind of causing this person to feel as though they can't move forward because of somebody else's wrongdoings, perhaps. Perhaps somebody in your past has betrayed you, and now it's difficult for you to trust anyone. And so even though this person really wants an intimate type of connection with you, or even though this person wants an emotional fresh start after their own betrayal, it seems as though they're talking about how you're somewhat blocked off to allowing things to kind of come back into balance, or allowing things to be made right within this connection. This person feels very confused. I would say that they're talking with their family. They're talking with the closest people in their life currently because they have no idea what's going on. With the Seven of Cups being the bottom of the deck energy, this person feels as though they don't know what the right decision is to make. And I see it with the Six of Swords reversed and the Eight of Swords as well. There's a lot of murkiness and things not actually appearing as they actually are in this connection currently. This person feels, they might even feel as though they can't necessarily trust you because of the walls that are up and the inability for them to get in. And they just don't necessarily know what to do. And I see it again with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There's there's a lot of like reservedness here. When they talk about you with their friends, they talk about how they don't know what the truth is because they're so shut off. And it could be because, you know, this is a new connection and they really want this connection to move forward much more quickly than you do. There's a lot of different ways that this connection could be playing out depending on your own personal experiences. But at the end of the day, what this person is talking about the most is the fact that they can't get in. And things are not entirely as they seem. There's a lack of trust here. And it could be on both ends. It could be just on your end. It could be them not trusting you. But it's something that's very concerning to them, for them to be talking this intimately and openly with others about this. But let's see if there's anything that I missed. Let's go ahead and shuffle. What have I missed when it comes to what they're talking about? So we have passion, faith, magic, energy, and then on the back of the deck we have isolation. Okay, so with passion, faith, magic, and energy, one thing that I missed is that with this castle energy, this is telling me that it's not that they just feel shut out. It's not that they feel as though they can't get in. A huge part of this has to do with the fact that what they see within you is something very, very special. And that's what frustrates them the most, is the fact that they see all of these wonderful things about you. They see all of these wonderful opportunities that they could be sharing with you. And for whatever reason, it's simply not happening. They feel very much alone in this. And that's what they're talking about with their friends. But let's go ahead and get you guys some advice. What advice is there for pile 3 when it comes to their connection? What advice is there for pile 3 when it comes to their connection? We have surrender. I can release my need to control. What advice is there for pile 3? Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And on the back of the deck, we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. All right, pile 3. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you guys today. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to read for you. And I hope that I will have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. So today's pick a card reading is looking into what it is that they say about you to other people. And we already have oracle cards pulled. Let's go ahead and shuffle tarot as well and see what comes through. Okay. What does pile 4's person say about pile 4? We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Okay, we have the 6 of Wands. Why is the Queen of Cups here? We have the 10 of Swords. Why is the High Priestess here? We have the 8 of Wands. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? We have the Sun. And why is the 10 of Wands here? We have the King of Wands. Okay, and then on the back of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. I need to take that with me. That's from the last reading. Okay. Okay, and then for your oracle cards, we have number 61, centering in truth. Exorcist, the light attribute is freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. And the shadow attribute is fear of facing your own demons. We have butterfly. Oh, okay, we have chipmunk, and the keyword is expand. Firefly, and we have the self. Okay. So what is it that your person says about you to others? This is very interesting. I get the sense, one of the big things that I'm getting from this spread here is that your person feels a great deal of pride in you. When it comes to how they talk about you with their friends, with their family, there's a great deal of gushing about you, or of feeling really proud of how far you've come, of honoring or expressing to others the profound transformations that you are currently going through. There's just a lot of really fast changes that are coming through here, and a lot of personal empowerment and a lot of personal growth that this person is recognizing that you are currently exhibiting or currently exploring within yourself. And there could be an element of them feeling somewhat fearful, and this could be something that they're discussing, especially with number 61 being centering in truth. What this is telling me is that there's truth in both the fact that this person is very proud of you, very excited for you, and sees the leaps and bounds that you have made in your own life, sees the growth and the development and the benefit that brings to this connection as well. But at the same time, there is fear here with the firefly that's coming through, in the sense of them feeling as though they could potentially be left behind, that you could potentially outgrow them. And that's coming through as something that they've kind of discussed with their close friends, is the acknowledgement of the truth of what they're feeling, not just wanting to kind of hide what they're feeling in order to maybe not look like a bad person or a bad partner. There's a little bit of fear here. They see that you've leveled up with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Swords, and then we have the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. It feels like you've kind of transformed so rapidly that there are certain aspects of you now that they don't even recognize. You've leveled up from this watery, intuitive Queen of Cups to this High Priestess, and it happened very quickly. They seem to think that you're somebody who's very, very intuitive, very wise, who's gained a lot of knowledge in the recent past. And they also feel, and what they're sharing with their friends, is that they still feel as though this is a connection that has a really, really, really bright and long-term future. It just seems as though there have been such quick changes that perhaps what it is that this person thought that they wanted with you, or what it is that you thought you wanted with them, has kind of come to an end, and it's kind of transforming before this person's very eyes. And it seems as though this person feels like the two of you are really needing to come up with a new plan as to where this connection is headed. And I think that's somewhat scary for this person. Not because they don't want to see this expansion within you or see this evolution within you. Like I said, with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, there's such a profound element of pride here and of joy for your successes that this person is feeling and is expressing to others. But there's also an acknowledgement here of needing to kind of perhaps reframe what the future looks like now. And it still looks bright. It's just somewhat scary because it's changing so quickly. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and grab some oracles and see what else comes through. What is it that pile 4's person is currently saying about pile 4? We have love, yeah. What is it that they're currently saying? Yep, we have ideation. Intuition, peace, and then on the back of the deck we have balance. Yeah. This confirms everything that I just said. There's the feelings that this person has for you are ones that come when there is profound unconditional love. This person recognizes that perhaps the changes that are taking place within you, the transformations that are taking place within you, might cause you to perhaps move on from this person. And while that's scary, the love that this person feels for you kind of outweighs their own fears of being left behind, because they want the best for you. And when they talk about you to their friends, they express to others how deeply they feel for you. They express their joy in planning the future, or in looking to the future with you. Intuitively, I think it's interesting that intuition has come out over this High Priestess, I think, and over the 10 of Pentacles, because I think intuitively they feel as though this connection is headed in a really positive and abundant direction for the two of you together. But I also think that this intuition card has to do with a certain aspect about yourself that for some of you they talk about with their friends, which has to do with them feeling as though you're very gifted in certain ways when it comes to your intuition. But overall, everything here is telling me that this is, when they talk about you in a very positive, upbeat manner, but not one that's fake, or not one that's covering up the truth of other parts of themselves that do feel a little bit fearful, or perhaps even sad by the changes that have happened. But that's what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice and see what comes through. What advice is there for pile 4 when it comes to their connection? We have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And one more, please. What advice is there? We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And on the back of the deck, we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. All right, pile 4. Well, this is what I'm seeing for you guys today. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to read for you. And I hope that I will have the chance to read for you in another video soon. Bye.